Welcome back, YouTubers, and today we're building the links for the Axial Capra. Bag D. Sorry, not saying it the other way. And as you can see, laid out in front of you, you got your servo mount, your servo horn, your pivot balls, your different rod ends, your different lengths of rods, including your steering, and all your different screws. So, with that being said, let's start with the shortest one here, and let's get it built. Another thing to note is these are not traditional axial links. Traditional axial links has the threads on both ends going in the same direction. On this, they want to make it where it was easier for you to adjust the length of your tie rods by simply putting a driver in that hole, and you can literally just twist it in the center and that will lengthen or shorten the length of your tie rod. But I ain't going to cheat. I'm going to put a driver right through the middle, and we're going to finish putting in the ends on. These ends, I will say, are definitely much better quality than what we're previously used to. Hopefully it'll last a lot longer than the old ones did. Now, according to the instructions, one eyelet's supposed to be facing up and the other one's supposed to be perpendicular to it at 90 degrees. So, let's make it so. I think that'll work to get us started. Now, let's take the longest link that we got. Let's get this one built as well. Now, you will notice that these have a slight little offset to them that are slightly different. Plus, they have a nice little ribbon in here to help with your steering. It's to help make sure that this doesn't bend, snap, or hopefully stretch. So, let's get this one built as well. Now, a good way for you guys to make sure that these are the same, you can always take this, put on a flat surface, see which side touches first, and then you just adjust it till they both touch at the same time, and then they have a nice, equal, level set of eyelets for your tie rods for your links. Now, let's put these to the side. Well, actually not yet. Let's put the pivot balls in, which, thank goodness, Axial has upgraded to metal. So much better than the plastic cheap ones. So, let's get these put in. And to do that, I went down to a hobby shop down in San Jose and picked up this. This is a Techno shock builder, link builder, and it's got hex sizes for it. So with these pliers, I really wish I would have had these when I did the shocks. As y'all see, kind of struggled a little bit with them, but let's see how well these work. So with that, we're going to be using this right here where it says ball link end in. So let's give it a shot and see how well they work. Oh, that was so much easier. So much easier. So, let me get the rest of these in and we'll go to the other links. And as you can see, all finished. Way easier. I wish I would have had this tool years ago. So, with that being said, next step is to install them on the front axle. So, let's grab that front axle, get it over here, and get these installed. As you can see here, it's all put together, all nice and assembled. Now, if you still have the uncorrected instructions, it tells you to put a M3 by 18. That's not correct. That's an M3 by 25. So, remember that when you go to put yours together. Now, this one is just a regular M3 by 14. So, with that being said, let's put the servo mount on, get the servo mounted. Let's go. For that, we're going to be using two M3 by 8. Now remember, these are going into plastic, so once they snug up, don't over tighten or else you strip them and then you gotta buy some new parts on your brand new truck. You don't want to do that. So let's grab the servo. Let's get that servo mounted. And for this, temporarily, we're going to be using the Savox Digital SW-1210 SG. Let's grab the M3 by 10s and get it installed. As you see, there it is. Nice and simple. Now it's time to put on the servo horn. Now normally I go with a metal one, but I want to give out this new one. It's a hybrid basically of a metal insert, which is going to be a 25 because it's a 25 tooth servo, and this, the plastic servo horn. Normally I don't like to have it, but with everything being higher grade material, I figure I'll give it a shot. And if I don't like it, well, I always got a metal one to replace it with. So let's get it put on. Now, I actually just ran into a slight little problem. Not sure why, but I could not get the 25 tooth to mount up to the servo. So, throwing it off to the side, maybe use it later, maybe won't. We'll just have to see. I went back to the arm that I actually had on the servo. I did not have in my package of screws the AXA 115 screw, button head screw. I did not have it. So I actually just put the screw I had back in there with a dab of Loctite. Is an M3 by 12 in with just a dab of Loctite on it just to make sure it don't walk out. So at this point, we're done with the front of the front axle. Now we go to the back and install all of our links. We're going to need 2 of the offset tie rods per link. So I'm going to build this, and then we're going to build one of the tops. Now when you're building all 4 of these links, make sure that you have them all, your ends offset. That way it sits in the truck and the buggy the right way. And with that, you'll need one of these, which is a just under 2 3/4 inch. And these get the straight rod ends, not the angled ones. And here you go. Just like the front. Now, we just gotta pop in those pivot balls. And with that, you got your upper and your lower links. And now for the lower links and the shocks. Now, in my update video, I stated I wasn't going to use the shocks that came with the Capra. Because, well, the Capra's just a really high center buggy. So what I did is I took these shocks off my old truck, and these are the Proline Power Stroke shocks, but I added the eyelet that was 5 millimeters longer. So this will give me a 95 millimeter shock, which is only 2 millimeters shorter than the stock shock, but it's a dual rate spring, and I think it's going to work actually a lot better than those stock shocks. And with the installation of that, we have a fully shocked, linked, and steered front axle. Now, the rear axle is going to be the same, so I'm not even going to show that. That's, well, just a repeat of the front minus the steering. So I'll be right back. So here's what you get in the end. The front axle with its tie rod and drag link, shocks, upper links, lower links. And almost the same for the rear with your shocks, upper links, and lower links. So, with that being said, the next video is going to be the transmission. Like, comment, subscribe. You see something I missed, see something you want more information about, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you on the next one. Laters.